Yo, what's up, everybody? It's me, Matt, again with a album review. I don't know why. Yeah, I keep doing these weird voices. Yeah, it's Matt from Diazabo with another album review. We're checking out the boys in Inner Peace. I need to stop saying the boys. We're checking out Inner Peace. Inner Peace is a hardcore punk-ish band from Indianapolis. Ooh, it's really hard for me to say. I was recommended by them from a good friend of mine, Davey. Thanks for letting me check your friend's band out and everything. Really excited about checking them out. Well, I was excited because I already saw them. But yeah, this is my small review for their new demo for this past year, demo 23. So let's ooh, check it out. Track one here, we have DTP. Now, it has like a eerie kind of intro to it, which for some reason reminds me of Gangs of New York. I know, right? Um, and then like it builds up, and like that build up is intense. And the vocalist, that flow he's got going with the intro, ooh, it's really good. Like you can't help but like bob and weave with it. Uh, the drums kind of get drowned out by the guitars, but still in kind of like a really like sick way. The guitar distortion sounds really good. And he kind of sounds like the singer from Enter Shikari. I think his name is Brew. Yeah, and it goes right into like a hardcore punk groove. Um, he does drop the M bomb on this song, and I'll talk about that later and whatnot. But then it kind of loops right back into the intro, and it's like a harder sounding Enter Shikari, as best as I can sound right now from this track. But yeah, here's a little clip from this intro song, DTP.
Lie to yourself. I fought and pieced up with the devil, bro. Damn near cool with me. Your mind in the cell. I took so many drugs. I can't tell the difference between truth and my dreams. Fuck how they feel. I made all of them real. I make coffins for them if they move in between. I count out that kills money, counted this girl and put cock in your gut and she ruined my seat. Still get no sleep and it's ruining me. Still in the streets. I can't do it in the street. Still in the peace because of you.
Yeah, so just that little bit right there just got like really grabbed my attention when I heard this track. Track two here, we have Just Add Fire. It kind of reminds me like a mix of 90s grunge and hardcore, like mashed up together. And again, I hear Rue from or Roy Rue from Enter Shikari. Like it sounds just like him. Bass is coming in really nice on this track. This track also kind of reminds me of that new band from California called Spy. Kind of getting some Spy similarities. Fast and messy through the middle part of the song, but it's still very catchy. And they're good at bringing your like grabbing your attention at the end of the song. They like kind of loop it back with the beginning again. It's kind of interesting. Track three, we have here Midwest Death Toll. The first thing I really noticed on here was the vocals seemed a bit lazy and kind of uninspiring. Like he's just there in the booth, or he's trying to show some kind of emotion or feeling. Maybe he's trying to do that, but it just kind of seems kind of like, I'm here. Guitar, drums, and bass are in the pocket here. They are tight. The song would sound just better if the vocals had more life to them, to be honest. Track four, we have here, Stop Trying Heroin. Please, don't do heroin. It has a sick kind of like breakdown intro. The guitar riffs are intense here. There's a sample in the middle of the song that's kind of clear and kind of like, oh shit, that's pretty sick. First half of the vocals on this track were not that great, but towards the end, the second part of the song, like when he's got a little bit more aggression to him, he sounds much better. The second half with the instruments is a bit messy, but not in a good way this time. Track five here, we have Guts. Kind of gives me like old 80s punk vibes with the guitar riffs. Lots of stage dive energy here, I feel. And again, I wanted to address how I'm feeling about the N-word use because it's sprinkled a lot throughout this album. And I know that not all members in this band are black, and it is 2023. I feel like some people don't care about the use of the word. Some people really do. It's a really, really sticky situation because me being half black myself, I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I do use it a lot, but I'm I don't I feel bad I say I don't care, but I do care and I know I should. It's a very, very conundrum thingy, but I'm thinking like at a show like this, people are going to be shouting these lyrics and everything. So uh, I'm trying not to let it, I guess in best interest, I'm trying not to let it to affect how I view this album too much. Kind of also midway through the song, it's kind of like a slow, sludgy kind of sound, and they kind of nice slow play out for this demo. So that is my overall thoughts and views on this record, this demo from Inner Peace. Now they are very chaotic and crazy. Well, not like Norma Jean crazy or like mathcore crazy, but they're just like punk wild crazy in their intensity, which is really nice. And like I think that's like kind of what I'm feeling this day from like the weird mashup of hardcore and punk these days. Like it's like a spiritual successor to I feel like 80s and a late 80s punk, which is really refreshing for me since I'm trying to expand my palette in terms of music. The mix and production of this EP, it's good. Doesn't really fault too much except for in the vocal department where sometimes I couldn't hear them. And I don't know if that's more of the vocalist's fault or the mixing. Um, Guitars, drums, bass, they sound really good and they are really, really tight. I talked about earlier about the N-word addressing or N-word talking about the use of N-word. Yeah. I would love to have a discussion about this down below with anybody, everyone, to see how we're doing about this. Um, Overall, I feel like there's a lot to be polished here for these guys. In terms of I don't say song structure, but in overall just their vibe and stuff. Like I feel like big diamond in the rough here. They have enough time, space to expand and polish their sound. So I'm looking forward to future releases from this band, Inner Peace. And I want to say that for this EP, I want to give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. So yeah, Inner Peace, they just dropped their demo for this year. They're trying to make uh, a splash in the hardcore world. Check them out. Links down below. Thanks for coming by. And again, Davey, thank you for the recommendation. I really appreciate you. Check out my boy Davey. He does lots of good work, print shop work, and other things. He's a cool ass dude. And that is it for today. Bye.
Hey guys,